Hi there, how's everything with you? I hope that you feel great while watching this video, and I'm sure that you are ready for another remarkable learning experience. Let's get started. Many people nowadays prefer to work from home. That's an understatement. Work from home scheme is a trend in this unfavorable phenomenon. Ergo, online teaching is one of the major industries that meet our need to earn while we stay at home. As a recruitment officer myself, I've received a plethora of applications since the quarantine got implemented. I must say that the number of failed applicants is greater than the successful ones. Many of them are qualified based on the information in their resume and the details they input on the online application form. Despite their years of experience, some of them still do not meet our expectations and the primary skills that an online English teacher must have. In this video, we are going to discuss the preparation that you need for your online teaching demonstration. Number 1, study the material thoroughly. In companies like ours, we provide the teaching demo materials for all the applicants because we want to be fair and be able to come up with unbiased assessment. It is pivotal that you are knowledgeable enough about the topic, especially if it's given to you ahead of time. On the other hand, if the company allows you to use your own material, a better performance is expected. Choose the one that would showcase your skills as a teacher and as an English speaker. Number 2, know the level of the student you are dealing with. When teachers have to conduct an actual teaching demo with me, I let them know that they would be dealing with an intermediate student or sometimes advanced. The materials I provide are not suitable for beginner students or for young learners, so they have to expect that they won't be talking to a kid. On the other hand, if the company gives you a material designed for beginner students, make sure you think of possible ways to use it properly. Sing if you have to. TPR or total physical response works well with young learners. Be energetic. Use props when necessary. But if you're dealing with adult beginners, use simple words and remain lively. Do your best not to make them feel bored in your class. Number 3, anticipate your students' questions. Do not be complacent. Just because you are familiar with the topic doesn't mean you know everything related to it. Think in advance. Consider the parts where your student needs clarification or where he may encounter confusion and be prepared to enlighten him. Look at the material the way learners would. Come up with your own questions, answer them, and give relevant examples. Number 4, learn the art of questioning. We don't ask only for the sake of asking. We create questions because we want to stimulate the mind of our students. In a teaching demo, ask only significant questions. Avoid wordy interrogatives because if you use a lot of words in one particular question, chances are the student would get a hard time understanding your point and you won't get a good response. In addition, it will waste your time explaining the point of your question. As it happens, you may also commit mistakes or ungrammatical sentences while trying to simplify the aforementioned interrogative. Number 5, your words depend on the comprehension level of the student. The use of grandiose words may seem admirable for an English teacher, but it won't ever justify your teaching skills if your student doesn't understand you. There's nothing wrong with using those words, but make sure you know whom you are dealing with. For beginners, use simple words. For intermediate students, introduce new expressions. For advanced learners, be knowledgeable enough to use pompous words and expressions in sentences correctly. Your students won't get impressed if you are unable to simplify your statements. You'll only sound pretentious. Keep in mind that if you know how to say something ostentatiously, you are expected to explain it the simplest way possible. Number 6, be mindful of the English grammar. During your demo, evaluators consider it an unforgivable sin if you commit a significant number of ungrammatical sentences. Though it's fine to commit lapses when we talk, they have to be minimal. You'll be in trouble if during your teaching demo, the acting student is concerned much about grammar. When I do the assessment, I let go of minor errors. I forgive not so bothersome mistakes because I always believe in the potential of an applicant, and I consider their strengths more. For you to master the language you are teaching, never stop reviewing the grammar rules and know when to correct yourself. And number 7, practice your accent and pronunciation. Online English teachers get more convincing if they have an excellent accent and if they are able to pronounce the words correctly. I mentioned it in my other video, and I will say it to you again. In spoken English, the sound is crucial. The better you sound, the more your students will like you. Therefore, make use of the intonation patterns properly, enunciate the sounds, and pronounce the words correctly. Mistakes are inevitable, but you have to check on the internet if you are unsure of the pronunciation of a certain word. That's all I can share with you today. I hope that the information I mentioned can help you prepare for your teaching demo. Please watch this video over again and remind yourself of the things you need to focus on. I appreciate your time, but please do me one more favor. Subscribe to my channel. Bye!